Welcome back to Colorado Springs. The Switchbacks hosting One Knoxville in the third round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Let's take a look at the starting 11s for both squads.
Colorado Springs Switchbacks, only 3 remain from the Monterey Bay game. Easier to tell you those: Matt Mahoney, Matt Real, and Quincy Herma. Otherwise, all the others come in. Either 1 or 2 on debut, 1 or 2 youngsters. An interesting lineup from the Switchbacks for One Knoxville. 4 changes from the team that beat Greenville Triumph in their last match. In comes Scott McLeod, Angelo Rosales, Babacar Dieng, and Kamani Smith. Andrew Skelton is out, and on the bench, Sarah Costas, Goling, and Tequila.
Our center official, Jay Schlesinger. Black kits for Colorado Springs. Knoxville wearing cream on the road. This is the 3rd game for One Knoxville in 2025 in the U.S. Open Cup. 2 victories over Appalachian FC and then against USL League One opponent in Greenville Triumph. For Colorado Springs, this is the 1st game in 2025 in the Open Cup. It's Callum Johnson, the captain for One Knoxville, who will start with possession. Knoxville, a USL League One side, so Division III. Colorado Springs, a Division II USL Championship side, and we are underway. Again, Gary Bailey, Morris Sheridan, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. You mentioned quite a bit of rotation for Colorado Springs. James Chambers, the head coach for the Switchbacks, told us that he didn't want to push anybody considering that they played on Saturday. Gave Monterey Bay all they could handle, but it was a 2-1 loss for the Switchbacks. Monterey Bay right now is 1st in the West in USL Championship. It's a slow start to the USL Championship season for Colorado Springs.
Just 1 win in 5, which would be a problem for most teams, but they have been on the road a lot, and last year they had no wins in 5 and went on to be champions. I don't think James Chambers is too worried. He said his team has played well for most of every game. He said he just needs a 90-minute performance, and then he feels that they'll get into that run that they showed, that brilliant run that they showed at the latter half of last season.
On the swing here for Knoxville, Stuart Ritchie, the 23-year-old. Plays it behind Fernandez. This is a Knoxville team that's coming off of 2 straight shutouts in USL League One play. As it's played long over the top, an opportunity for Knoxville in the box, looking for a shot, tough angle, and it's in! Knoxville with an early strike! Babacar Dieng! It's a perfect way to start the game.
A tightish angle. The 28-year-old Senegalese does really well. Nice long ball. He takes it on his chest, and you think, well, that angle might be a little bit tight, but he gets it past a fantastic keeper in Christian Herrera. Buries it in the corner. As he's going away, the angle's getting worse and worse, and yet he finds basically the only gap there is. That is a brilliant finish from the Eds. Incredible results from Northern Colorado Hailstorm.
And last year was a Next Pro side. Played long, trying to settle in the box, turn, no shot.
It's Marco Rios doing really well there. That's an 18-year-old, 3 teenagers in this starting 11 for Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Powering through. Doyle. Kelly. Dieng for Knoxville. Kelly makes a run, shoots, and it's off a defender. Dieng off with the shot. It looked like for a second maybe that was going to be an own goal, but Real gets there.
Nice little bit of interplay. Again, Babacar Dieng involved, and Kelly there just trying to find that far post. Good move, and you don't want to fall 2-0 down if you're Colorado Springs. Got to be careful of these counter-attacks.
Well, Kelly joined this Knoxville side in 2023.
Last game against Greenville, he put in a wonderful cross to the far post for Mark Doyle to score.
So as you mentioned, Sarah Costas comes on. Zandy. Hirama looking to combine. Zandy Ward, and he's met by McLeod. Not totally out. And that cross, nobody there to just poke it home. And Weston was the option. He controls now. Two defenders trap. Santos keeps up that pressure and finally out of it, at least for now. DN right back to the switchbacks. Huema goes for it, saved off the rebound. Rios reaching for it. Santos bends it to the back post. Maldonado can't connect on the header.
All he could do was just get his body behind it. Have a look here. Goalkeeper just blocks it. Doesn't even try and catch it. And that's the pressure that's been coming from the switchbacks. Especially with Akeem Ward pushing up on that left-hand side. If they keep whipping those balls in, something eventually is going to get tapped into the back of the net.
So Naples and Tampa Bay officially going to penalties. Let's see who wins out in that one. Huema is getting pulled down by Doyle. Colorado Springs growing into this game, it feels like. Can they convert? And a number of set pieces. Zandy, Huema. Two veterans talking things over. Gary Bay readies himself in net. The fans hoping for a goal here. Now it's Santos who joins Huema. Huema off his left foot, straight to net, punched away. Gary Bay. Weston. Second ball there for Colorado Springs. McLeod fights for it, trips over the ball, and earns a goal kick.
It's been decent pressure from the home side, but it's not resulting in anything that's really worrying Garibe. He's had a couple of long-range shots. One he chested out, the other one he just punched out. He hasn't really been tested to the point that's caused him any trouble.
That's going to take us to the end of the first. So ready to start this second half. It's the third round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. The winner moves on to the next round. MLS teams enter the fray after this. Richie. Weston off the cross. Confusion there, but it doesn't end up in a goal for Maldonado. Oh, this is a sub that we kind of expected might be made. Zandy out, but Micheletto in. 3 goals, Marco Micheletto on the USL Championship season for Colorado Springs. And he enters in this second half with his team down a goal. Huema, near post. Right back out, opportunity for a second ball. It's Micheletto. Weston off his left foot. I'm trying to go top shelf with that one.
And Matt Real challenging for these in the box.
But of course we haven't seen Micheletto take one yet, and here he is. Ricochets around, equalizer! Echeverria off the corner, and the switchbacks back in this game.
Clear it at the near post, whips it in with pace, not dealt with by the defenders there for One Knoxville, and he pounces on that Echeverria from a very tight angle, gets it in and past the goalkeeper. Not much that Johan Garibe can do from that range, only 6 yards out. And
mentioned the history as of late, been eliminated in the opening game. Well, the Switchbacks, they want to make a run.
Well, I guess you would say to them, you're champions now, so let's take it a level further. And can we beat the MLS teams? And to do that, you've got to beat One Knoxville. I hope you get drawn against the big boys and see how far you can go in the competition. But you set your players challenges constantly. One of those would be to retain the championship, of course. But the next one is to start knocking off MLS teams, and you've got to get past One Knoxville first.
Micheletto slams that off the defender. Plenty of time off the service. Maldonado, almost second chance off the post. Still fighting for it. Rios on the ground. There's a shot saved. Gary B. Chaos.
Absolute chaos.
Let's see this again.
Well, that was Maldonado to the far post. Weston hits the post. Rios is trying to get it, and then Quincy Guerma there has a shot saved by the goalkeeper, and then still there's a chance for Maldonado to stick it in from there, which is probably the best chance of the lot, because Tampa Bay Rowdy's been taken to penalties. I think it was in the 9th penalty. The opposition hit the crossbar and Tampa Bay Rowdy's go through, so another USL Championship team struggling to get through to the next round.
Guerma on the cross, Gary Bay redirects. Mahoney, Weston, Santos on the service. Gary Bay jumping for it.
Well, one change has been made at halftime, Marco Micheletto, and what a difference he has made coming on. Everyone around him responding. Little chance for Marco Rios as well amongst all of that. But it's Micheletto who's been the driving force, which is surprising because Zach Zandy has always been the driving force in the past. Maybe just not feeling it today, but that man there has come on and made such a big difference.
Micheletto, he has started 4 games in the USL Championship season. Mentioned his 3 goals, but he spent last year with New Mexico United. Oh, the youngster on debut. 10 minutes to go. 1-1, Knoxville, Colorado Springs. Hanya. Herrera out. Ward. Real. Ward. Centers. Micheletto playing through some contact. Shot. Goal! Micheletto! Colorado Springs takes the lead.
Post control, looking for 1-2s. Look how he turns there and then runs at the defense, plays the ball through, gets it back, and then just gets that strike in. Absolutely fantastic, working in close confines there, defenders all around him, gets the shot in, and nothing that Garibe can do. It's too close to him and it's too quick. Micheletto has been absolutely magical since he came on at halftime.
And it's 2 unanswered now for the Switchbacks. After going down in the 2nd minute, Zaro Costas, can he equalize? And he slams that off of Real.
They've lost a long time, One Knoxville defending. But as we were saying a few minutes back, eventually the pressure's going to produce some moment. What a moment it was for Micheletto. Brilliant skills, no luck in that, but they've been knocking on that door since that 2nd minute, and they've got one back now. They're in the lead. It's up to Knoxville to try and get the equalizer before the end of time.
And they do! How about that? The response from Knoxville. Zarocostas. They retaliate right away.
Christian Herrera, have a look here. The ball just flicked on superbly well there by Kempis Tequila. Gets the flick on and then whack on the volley. Christian Herrera could only watch that fly past him, and within a minute or so there. Colorado Springs and Knoxville down to 10 players at this moment until they can get Angelo Kelly back on.
No, he's still not on. Served up, broken up. Hanya, back post, Fontana. Ricochets off the defense. Ward gets the bounce. Ward shoots, and it's stopped. Gary Bay. And there's the whistle. So it's 2-2. Ready to kick off in extra time. Knoxville starts with possession. It is 2-2 after 90 minutes of play. So we get some bonus soccer.
As they're doing here, just defending deep, and 35 crosses for Switchbacks, just 9 for One Knoxville. Yet through all those stats, they've had 2 goals, the same number as the Switchbacks.
Tequila on the counter, out in front. Here comes Johnson, the captain. Johnson shoots. And
it's a great moment, great opportunity. Does really well here. And as he falls, does he take a knock? The way he was lying down, he's either exhausted and just having a breather, or he took a bit of a hit there as he landed. So it is sustained pressure, but again, One Knoxville just seem able to soak it up and deal with it. Garibe just really, you would think you could say that given the amount of possession Switchbacks have had, the goalkeeper's had a blinder. He's done all right, but he hasn't had a hell of a lot to do, Garibe. Just some, decent regular saves and a couple of crosses. That's pretty much it.
Nicoletto. Hanya. 1v1 with Brown. Hanya gets around Brown. Dish. Goal! Fontana! The Switchbacks take the lead in extra time.
At last, some good wing play there. Yosuke Hanya down that left-hand side. It knocks it back, and he gives Fontana the chance. Here's the skill. Beats his man. Pulls it back. Fontana from, 7-8 yards out. Hits it beautifully in the top corner, but it's created by that wizardry on the wing from Yosuke Hanya, and finished off an absolute style by Anthony Fontana.
Nicoletto straight to goal! Off the crossbar. Well, that's going to end the first period of extra time. Colorado Springs grew into this game in the second half. Zarocostas forced the game into extra time on a volley for One Knoxville. Tequila. Brown. Pass Hanya. Hanya in a space now for Colorado Springs. He surges forward. Moves it centrally. Lovely pass on delay. And he didn't have the angle. It's blocked by the defense.
So that they've had Switchbacks to kill this game, and they haven't taken them. You wonder if it's going to come back to bite them. Oscar Hanya once again. Nice build-up. It should be first touch and hit for me. Just one touch, bang, hit it. And he sort of allowed it just to get away and then try to go around the keeper instead of taking the shot when he had the opportunity. And you can see he knows he needs to do better, hence his little moment of frustration.
Hanya. And he goes down easily with the contact there. Zarocostas. It's his second yellow.
And it's just the pressure that Switchbacks have produced.
There you have it. The Switchbacks survive a 3-2 extra time win over One Knoxville. And it's the USL Championship team that's moving on.